Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from Heart. So this is your love reading, and this is going to be couples and singles. We're going to do couples first and then singles next. So we're using for your reading the Gilded Tarot and also your advice card, the Romance Angels. So let's have a look at what your advice is for couples and love. Let's have a look. So Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for couples and love? Hope you guys can see me shuffling. Maybe I need to pull this camera up a little bit here. Oh. Right, let me try and turn this around just a little bit. There we go. So you can see my footsies. There we go. Alright, so Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for Scorpio couples and love for the month of June 2018? What's the advice you have for Scorpio couples and love in the month of June 2018? Show me. Alright, so it says, it is safe for you to love. Interesting. It is safe for you to love. So it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So that's your advice for love in June 2018. We'll move this Romance Angels box out of the way, and we'll see how the reading fits in to that particular advice card for you guys. Okay, so Universe Spirit, what is the energies coming in around Scorpio and their love lives, these coupled up Scorpios? What is the advice for coupled Scorpios? What is the advice for coupled Scorpios? What's the messages that you have? What is the situation and the messages around this situation you have with coupled Scorpios in the month of, we're going to reverse the cards 3 times, in the month of June 2018. What is the situation you can see coming in for coupled up Scorpios in the month of June 2018? What is the situation and the messages you have for coupled up Scorpios in the month of June 2018? Show me. Alright, we're going to split the deck into 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to collect that back up like so, and let's have a look. So around you, Scorpio, the 7 of coins. Okay, so the 7 of coins sometimes means waiting, taking a step back, taking stock in terms of a relationship. So some of you guys might be doing that. Some of you guys might be reaping the rewards of all of your hard work in terms of a relationship. 7 of coins. What's influencing this is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, when it comes to love, sometimes there's a connection going on here. Sometimes this can be a mental connection. Sometimes this is your intuition. So if this could be a Pisces person for some of you Scorpios, with the High Priestess being the influence position. And the influence position can also be something about your intuition, about a relationship that you're in. And it might be as a result of that, the energies around taking stock, taking a step back and just evaluating this relationship. Now, the reason that this is happening is because of the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands might be feelings. Sometimes you get the 8 of Wands, it can be communication in a relationship. Sometimes with the 8 of Wands, it can be feelings. Things are up in the air as well with this 8 of Wands. Now, in the recent past, some of you guys have experienced the Queen of Wands. Now, for some of you guys, if you're male and heterosexual, this might be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius female. If you're a female, this could be, for example, you're an energy of yours, for example. Maybe this is a relationship in which there is a great deal of attraction with this Queen of Wands energy showing here. The most likely outcome for your love life, coupled up Scorpios in the month of June 2018 will be the King of Swords. So this is the person around you. I think that if you've experienced great attraction between the both of you with this Queen of Wands in the recent past, the most likely outcome, it doesn't really tell us anything because you've got a King of Swords, and sometimes this is just a person. Sometimes it's the most likely outcome is something to do with either a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual, or this could be somebody who you've got a great deal of communication with this King of Swords. King of Swords also is a great communicator, somebody who usually is fair and quite balanced. Coming in, you do have this 10 of Swords though, and the 10 of Swords can just simply mean if you're in a relationship, maybe there's going to be some great hurt that happens here with this relationship, Scorpio. right now the external factors for your relationship are showing as the Eight of Coins. So I think there is work that's being put into this relationship, because the Eight of Coins is all about putting work and effort into a relationship. Coming in, influences coming in will be the Chariot reversed. So I think that there's a little bit of a stagnation going on within this relationship. Maybe there's some form of a delay, maybe there's some form of a blockage in terms of progress within this relationship with the Chariot reversed. Fears of the moon. Perhaps some of you guys are fearing that there's some secrecy within this relationship. Maybe you're feeling that this person's holding secrets from you, because the moon card is all about secrecy and delusions. And what's the outcome for you, coupled up Scorpios? Well, you got victory, Six of Rods. I think even though you seem to hit with the Chariot energy, I mean, the root issue could also be some of you guys, there's distance in this relationship, because the Eight of Wands can mean travel. So sometimes there's distance in a relationship when this shows up. But I think that, you know, there is possibly feeling quite hurt. Maybe some of you guys are feeling mentally burdened, or there's a sense of feeling, a sense of mental defeat. Maybe you've got a lot on your mind. Remember, the swords represent mental, though this can literally be a card about betrayal as well, to be perfectly honest with you, because swords mean many things. They can mean your ideas, they can mean communication, and they can literally mean something that is stabbing or hurting you. So I don't want to say this is betrayal, but I want to say that this is something here with the Ten of Swords. Sometimes this is an ending. I don't think it's an ending, but I do feel there's a great deal of burden, mental burden coming in. And it might be that the influences coming in around that with the Chariot are that there seems to be a little bit of a blockage in this relationship, maybe moving it forward. And the outcome is that you're going to get over this. You should get over this, because you've got the Six of Wands as being the overall outcome. And this is victory moving forward from the Chariot reversed. Let's get what the Eight of Coins is about. Why have we got the Eight of Coins being the situation, the external factors for coupled up Scorpio's relationships in June? Right, you've got two cards that have shown up here. It's because of the the Knight of Coins showing up here, and also the Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, sorry, reversed. So the Eight of Coins, the external factors show that you're putting some hard work and effort in, and this is about the Knight of Coins. So this is about moving towards some form of a goal, I think, within this relationship. Sometimes the Knight of Coins can be a Virgo person, and sometimes it can be it's a sexual card as well. So Knight of Coins is usually only interested in sex sometimes, because it's a Virgo energy, and the Virgo male or female can sometimes be somebody who's only interested in the goal of sex, for example, with the Knight of Coins energy. But I don't think it's that. I think that this is slow movement towards, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, releasing something. And I think it usually with the Eight of Swords in the upright, this is feeling trapped or feeling oppressed within a relationship. Sometimes this is somebody who can't express themselves. But I think that the situation is about slowly moving towards, with the Knight of Coins showing there, trying to release, maybe release some form of communication, maybe opening up. I think that there is slow movement to trying to open up in this relationship. Now, the reason that everything is happening is the Eight of Wands. And why is the reason everything happens in this situation for coupled up Scorpios, the Eight of Wands show me? Because of the Lovers. So I think the reason that everything is happening, and you've got the Lovers here, so there's a great partnership. Perhaps this is your soulmate, because the Lovers card is all about a soulmate, twin flame union. And I think this is happening because there's a lot of communication going on within this partnership with the Eight of Wands and that Lovers energy. In the recent past, you guys would have experienced the Queen of Wands. And why has Scorpio experienced the Queen of Wands? This can also be a third person as well. This is because of the King of Wands. Okay, and you can see the King of Wands, if you look at it, it's looking towards the Queen of Wands. So I think that this is more about an energy showing up here between the two of you. I think, and you look at the two wand energies, and they're both very, very desirous characters. And I think that this is a great deal of sexual energy that you've experienced in the recent past between each other, I would say, with both cards. Look at how the King looks over at the Queen. There's a great deal of fire energy here, and they're the Queen and the King. So this is a great desire, and also I think there's been great intuition, a great kind of intuitive connection between the both of you. Great sexual energy, I think, between you and this individual, Scorpio, and what's influencing your love life this month in June 2018 is the High Priestess. And why is the High Priestess influencing this situation between Scorpio and their partner, Showman? okay, because of the Page of Pentacles. So I think the intuition, I think this is all about intuition. I don't think the intuition is, I mean, the intuition could be a third party, a Page of Pentacles energy, but I don't think it's that. Because I'm not really getting any evidence that there's another individual here. Not particularly, even though it's a court card. Page of Pentacles is all about working, putting the effort into relationships. It's also about taking responsibility to try and work through a situation. So when you get the Page of Coins, you'll know often within a love reading that somebody's being responsible and they're slowly trying to work through their issues in relationships. So I think the intuition is that you guys want to really put the hard work into this relationship, which is why the energy around you is about the Seven of Coins. And why is the energy around coupled up Scorpios the Seven of Coins? Because of the Four of Swords. So I think that this is about, the energy is taking a step back from this relationship to a certain extent, really just to gain some space. The Four of Swords is all about taking a break. So I think the energies around some of you guys, in terms of your relationships this month, will be just taking a little bit of a step back with the Seven of Coins in order maybe to gain some clarity with that Four of Swords, and maybe in order to, for some of you guys, just to gain some form of an inner perspective with the Four of Swords. Because remember, when you read Tower, you read the elements of the card, and the Four of Swords is all about taking a step back to gain some inner perspective. But I don't think it's taking a break for some of you guys. It might be, but I don't think it is, because we've got so many cards. We've got these ones here where it's all about communication. And why is that? So Eight of Wands is lots of communication, because I think there is a strong bond here in this relationship. But as a result of that, and I think that this is what you've been working towards, you're working on slowly moving towards with this Knight of Coins energy, trying to gain clarity within the relationship. Eight of Swords, trying to free up some form of communication here, trying to release something that has maybe enslaved the both of you. And I think as a result of that, it's all about taking a step back to gain some inner perspective, because the root cause is the Eight of Wands. And I will talk about maybe there being lots of communication within this relationship, in which in the recent past I think there's been a great deal of fire energy, a great deal of desire between the both of you. But what's challenging you this month is the intuition that maybe you need to move very slowly with this relationship with the Page of Coins. Maybe you need to be responsible and look at the relationship in terms of its detail with the Page of Coins energy showing here. The most likely outcome will be the King of Swords. And why is the most likely outcome going to be the King of Swords? Well, yeah, this person is looking to... He's not looking at the Ace of Coins, though. But I think that more than likely, see, I always look at tarot interaction as well. I think it's more than likely that this person is thinking about, because he looks like he's thinking very, very, he looks like this King of Swords is thinking very, very hard. If I look at him, he's looking into the distance, but he's got his sword down, and it's almost like he's saying it's not time for action just yet. What I really want to do is think very, very strongly about this commitment, about the potential for our commitment to grow with this Ace of Coins energy showing here. Coming in, you do have this Ten of Swords though. And why is the Ten of Swords coming in for coupled up Scorpios? Why is the Ten of Swords coming in for coupled up Scorpios? Right, I think because with the Five of Swords, there's a great deal of hurt. The Five of Swords is often hurt. I wouldn't call it, I mean, if anything, you know, the Five of Swords can be severance, but it can also be where there's a great deal of bickering and conflicts in a relationship. So some of you guys might be feeling that it's over with the Ten of Swords. Some of you guys might be feeling, both cards represent feeling very hurt. I don't think this is betrayal. I think that this is for some of you guys in couples feeling very hurt with the Ten of Swords, feeling probably very let down with that Ten of Swords, possibly a great deal of disappointment with the Ten of Swords, because there seems to be some minor conflicts or minor, with this Five of Swords, minor battles that you're going through with this partner of yours. And coming in will be the Chariot. And let's see why we've got the Chariot reverse coming. And why is the Chariot reverse coming for Scorpio? Because of the Nine of Coins. I think that one of you wants to take a bit of time out for yourself. So I'm seeing a lack of progress here, as one of you may want to take a bit of time out for yourself, whether that's one of you wanting to go on holiday, for example, because this is the card about rest and respite, going to a luxury spa, taking a little bit of time for yourself, wanting to feel a little bit more independent. So one of you, I think a lack of progress in this relationship. I think one of you is going to want to take some time out for yourself, just to be on your own, just to feel more independent, maybe just to take time out to value yourself a little bit more. The hopes or fears, I think the fears with the other moon, I think it's going to be a fear. Why is the hopes or fears the moon? Just coupled up Scorpios in June 2019. Why is the hopes or fears the moon? Well, an Empress reversed. So I think that this would probably show us, I think if this is the King of Swords, I think that his fears, his or her fears here, might be the moon energy. Maybe there's a secret going on here. Maybe, and I think the fear would be a secret with the moon energy. I think it's got to be because you've got an Empress reversed. It might be that they feel that you want to leave. When you get Empresses or Emperors reversed or Kings or Queens reversed, it can often mean that somebody wants to leave, or maybe the fear is that maybe the fears are somebody's keeping a secret. Maybe you feel the secret is that they don't feel as much love in the relationship. Empresses reversed can also represent when you are not nurturing enough or not loving enough or not caring enough. And I think that if this is you, Scorpion, I think especially if it's the King of Swords who's contemplating here, mentally contemplating whether they really want to be in this commitment, and the influences coming in are that this relationship seems to hit a little bit of a blockage here with the Chariot in the reverse, because one of you wants to be on their own. It might be, if this is this person here, Scorpio, he's thinking about the commitment, that your fears are, well, maybe this person's either got a secret, maybe there's somebody else. Empress reversed, Empresses, Kings and Queens reversed. Empress reversed can easily show as third party people. So maybe their fear is that they've got somebody else, an Empress reversed. Or maybe their fear is that they're holding back on a secret, that there isn't enough love in this relationship, or they don't have enough feelings. The outcome, though, is the Six of Wands. And why is the outcome going to be the Six of Wands for coupled up Scorpio? Show me. There you go, Three of Cups. Because you seem to reconcile your differences. Three of Cups is often about reconciling differences, but also there's a great deal of celebration here. There's a partnership here. There's an agreement here. And I think the agreement is that you do love each other with that Three of Cups in the reverse. So, in the upright, sorry. So, I think that this is why it's saying, coupled up Scorpios, it is safe for you to love, because we'll go through the reading quickly again. That's because you've been working on the relationship, the Eight of Coins, put a lot of hard work and effort, and that hard work and effort is to do with Knight of Coins. This is about slowly moving towards a goal to try and release, I think, with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, any conflicts, any worries, any fears, any type of mental blockages that have been happening in the relationship. Maybe one of you hasn't been communicating enough, and the cause of everything, at the root of everything, why everything is happening, is because of the Eight of Wands and the Lovers. Maybe with these two cards, it could be that there's been distance between the Lovers energy, or maybe the Eight of Wands can be that things are happening too quickly. So if this is a new relationship, maybe this is happening too quickly in this relationship. Maybe things have been occurring far too quickly and you don't really know where you stand in this relationship. But also maybe there's some form of communication with that Eight of Wands in terms of your relationship, the Lovers. Maybe things, but I get the impression that things might have been, I think if you're in a long-term relationship, it might be that there's been some distance with the Eight of Wands. I think that, and I think that this is you, unless we're looking at third-party situation here. But I think either things have been happening, if it's new, maybe 3, 4, 5 months old, things have been happening a little bit too quickly. Sometimes you get the Eight of Wands and the Lovers, or Eight of Wands, Four of Wands. People can be moving in together really, really quickly, that type of thing. You know, things are picking up pace quite quickly in this relationship, or maybe there's lots and lots of feelings here, or communication in this relationship here. But I think that in the recent past, you've got this Queen of Wands and the King of Wands looking at each other. There's great passion. I'm not going to read these as other people. I'll read this as your energies with your partner, Scorpio. Lots of communication, lots of sexual desire in this relationship, showing here. Lots of desire in this, both top quality fire energies together. And I think that the challenge is that though the intuition, and especially if this relationship, if it's new and it's been moving really quickly, I think that the intuition is really just to take things slowly and just to be cautious and just to move very responsible with this Ace of Coins, okay, with investing, okay, in this Ace of Coins, investing in committing to this relationship. I think the intuition is to do that, because as a result of that, I think the energy around you will be about taking a step back in order to gain some in a perspective with that Four of Swords. For some of you guys, it might be somebody's taking a step back to gain some, to evaluate the relationship in terms of maybe withdrawing just for a little bit. But I think the most likely outcome is that this person here is strongly, I don't think it's you, I think it's the person, because it shows as a King of Swords, is strongly contemplating this a potential for a commitment with you, or maybe contemplating here, you know, does this relationship have the potential to go the distance with the Ace of Coins showing here? Coming in, I think that there's going to be some mental burdens happening here, because it seems to be, or some of you guys are feeling very hurt. It seems to be that there's some bickering or some arguments or that type of thing with the Five of Swords energy, some conflict in the relationship. It's advised it might just be small, but there's nevertheless seems to be something quite significant that's causing a great deal of hurt. And I think that this relationship will suffer from maybe some form of halt or blockage for some of you guys being put on the relationship, as one of you might concentrate on trying to find, you know, take some time out to be by yourself, to value yourself, to maybe retreat for a little bit to a health spa or a holiday, maybe with the Nine of Coins energy. The fears will be, well, maybe somebody's keeping secrets from you. Maybe there's another individual, this Empress reverse, or maybe secretly this person doesn't love you enough, especially if they're the ones that wants to put the delay on the relationship and just spend a bit of time on their own. But I don't think you've got anything to worry about by the end of June, Scorpio, for those of you in a couple, because you've got victory here when I think you reconcile your differences with the Three of Cups, and I think the agreement is with the Three. This could be a victory because there's no proposal showing here, but maybe something to do with a celebration or an engagement, that type of thing. But I think this is more about having success and victory with this Three of Cups energy. That there's a reconciliation going on here between both of you. Victory because there's a partnership. You both agree that maybe this is where you want to be. You want to be in this relationship. So I do see maybe a few ups and downs for some of you coupled up people in your love life in the month of June 2018, Scorpio. But I think it's going to get resolved, and this is why it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so that's for you coupled up Scorpios, and what we're going to do, we're going to put the cards back in, and we're going to shuffle for single Scorpios now and see what's coming up for single Scorpios. Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for single Scorpios in the month of June 2018? What's the advice that you have for single Scorpios in the month of June 2018? Show me. So the advice is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So for some of you guys, it might be that there is somebody on the horizon for you in the month of June 2018 for you single Scorpios, because it's telling you to express your love and go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So for some of you guys, it might be that you're interested in someone, and that's the reason that that card is showing up. Let's shuffle the cards and see what's going on around you guys. Or maybe you just need to get out there and be a little bit more open. So Universe Spirit, show me single Scorpios. What's going on for single Scorpios? I'm reversing the cards 3 times. Can you show me what's going on for single Scorpios in the month of June 2018? What's happening for single Scorpios in the month of June 2018? Show me what's coming in for single Scorpios in the month of June 2018. What's coming in for single Scorpios in the month of June 2018? Show me. Alright, I did shuffle those 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Coming up. Right, let's have a look for you guys. So around you guys, you have Death in the Reverse. That's funny. Some of you guys aren't letting go. The Death in the Reverse, it can either mean somebody's returning to your life, or it can mean that you're not letting go of a particular person, because death is reversed. There's no change here. What's influencing this? I think that you guys are probably still committed to someone, it would seem to me, single Scorpios, because the Ace of Coins is all about the start of a grounded new beginning. So this is about sometimes the start of a commitment, and it might be that there was influences are that there might have been a relationship you were in. There was the potential for you to start a commitment with this, and it might be as a result of that the energy around you is the inability to let go of this with the death energy, or maybe somebody's returning to you. At the root of this is the World. So the World card, often when it comes to love, it means great success and great achievement. It can mean the ending of a cycle. It could be that the root issue is all about something that came to the ending of a cycle, and as a result of that, the energy around you is death in the reverse, not being able to let go. But I don't think it's that. I think that some of you guys had a really good relationship with someone, and as a result of that, it might be that the door is still open, because what's influencing this is that there still is potential in this commitment. And in the recent past, what you've experienced is the Magician. So the Magician could be a person. Sometimes this is somebody who's highly magnetic. Sometimes with the Magician card, this is about having a relationship, a very strong connection with an individual. With the Magician also, it is the dream of starting or manifesting a new reality in terms of relationship. We'll see what that's about in a moment. The most likely outcome for you single Scorpios will be the Five of Cups reverse, which is nice. This is all about overcoming hurt and overcoming pain. And sometimes the Five of Cups in reverse can be somebody returning again. But I would usually read this as somebody who's overcoming some hurt and there are changes coming in. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Four of Coins reverse. I see you guys letting go of this though. You've got the Four of Coins in the reverse. That means to let go. You release holding on. Even though I think that some of you guys are holding on, the door is still open in a relationship and it's influenced by a commitment that you were in, something that had the potential to go the whole way. The root issue is all about probably a soulmate with that world energy here, somebody that you found it difficult to release because there was potential for a relationship. I see you overcoming this hurt here. I think that you guys have been wanting to make a fresh start in the recent past with that Magician energy though, and I think there's going to be healing and letting go of this relationship with the Four of Coins in the reverse. You guys right now are showing us the Chariot. So I think that you do have some opposing forces. You've been struggling a little bit, but you've still been trying to move forward with this Chariot energy showing here, Scorpio. But as a result of that, the focus is on the death. The energy around you will be death in the reverse. It's still hard to let go, I think, with death in the reverse because this was the great relationship, one that held the potential for commitment. Even though I think in the recent past you have been at the point where you are ready now to start manifesting something new into your life in terms of love and overcoming this hurt because you're letting go. Influence is coming in. This is the immediate future, the Three of Coins in the reverse. So Three of Coins in the reverse means to withdraw oneself from a partnership with the Three of Coins energy. Three of Coins in the upright when it comes to love, that can be socialising or it can be building a relationship. But I think if you're letting go of this relationship, influence is coming in, is you're not looking to try and build anything with this individual. You've withdrawn yourself from the partnership here, I think, with the Three of Coins. There are no plans being made in terms of this relationship. The hopes are the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords in the reverse is really about healing and recovery. So your hopes are to heal and recover, and the outcome shows, there you go, the Nine of Cups. Happiness, wishes being fulfilled. It's a really nice outcome. I think mainly this reading is concentrating on some of you guys who are holding on to somebody from the past. I think it's been difficult because you have been trying to move forward with that Chariot energy, but you find yourself with the Death in the reverse being unable to move forward with the Death card because in the reverse, because this was the greatest relationship, one that held great potential. You have been trying to manifest and look at new things and develop a new reality in terms of your love life. But the Five of Cups being the most likely outcome will be, well, you're going to start healing from this. You're letting go of this situation. There's no way, I think, coming in that you're actually going to be investing or looking to build on this relationship with the Three of Coins reversed, hoping to heal with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the outcome says yes. You've got healing in the month of June 2018, and this is why I think the advice is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I don't think it's from making a romantic gesture to someone, but some of you guys, you know, if you're looking for new love, if you feel that you're ready for new love, there's no reason why you can't go out there and have a good time. Maybe go on some dating apps if you want. Maybe go on blind dates, that type of thing. Let's get why you single Scorpios are the Chariot. Why are single Scorpios showing us the Chariot? Why are single Scorpios showing as being the Chariot? Show me. Right, because I think that you have been very, very hurt. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. I think there was a great deal of resentment that some of you guys felt. You are the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, sorry, I've got a cup of tea here. Queen of Cups can be a Scorpio or Pisces or Cancerian, but because we're reading for Scorpio, I would read that as you. And Queen of Cups in the reverse deals with the idea, the themes when she's in the reverse about resentment. Sometimes if this is a fellow water sign, it might be somebody left, because Queens and Kings reverse suggests people leaving in relationships as well. So some of you guys have been you've been tackling some difficulties here, you've been tackling challenges, but you've been trying to move through it, either because I think some of you guys have been in a place where you've been feeling very resentful over what somebody did to you, with that Queen of Cups in the reverse feeling very hurt, or maybe somebody left, especially if they're a water sign. And as a result of that, it's been difficult with this death energy, to let go. And let's have a look at why death in the reverse is around you in June. Why is death in the reverse around Scorpios in the month of June 2000, single Scorpios in the month of June 2018, show me. Because of the Star in the reverse. So a wish that you had wasn't fulfilled here. So I think that some of you guys have found it very difficult to let go of this situation because a wish was not fulfilled with that Star in the reverse. And the root issue for this, sorry, your challenge is the Ace of Coins in the upright. And why is the influence on this situation the Ace of Coins in the upright for Scorpios? Because of the Two of Swords. I think that you were very focused on this, okay? So I think you were ignoring. So the Ace of Coins is all about, the Two of Swords, is all about ignoring your emotions and completely focusing on your thoughts. So I think what's influencing this is there was a commitment here. But it could have been with two people as well, for example, because the Two of Swords can be that somebody's got their mind on two things. So it might be what's influencing you not being able to let go because a wish wasn't fulfilled, was that this situation, this relationship had the potential for commitment. And I think that it's an interesting card with the Two of Swords, but you know, you haven't given up on a situation because it didn't manifest. So you find it difficult to let go of this situation. In fact, I think the Death card really is you guys finding it difficult to find closure. I think I would read this as closure because I don't think it's even holding on to the situation. I think it's difficult for you to find closure. So I think the energy around you guys is finding it difficult to find closure because a dream that you had didn't manifest. And what's influencing this is that this person, I think this Two of Swords, is this person had their mind maybe on the commitment. I think that this person was at a mental cross. I don't think this is you. I think it was the potential for a commitment here somebody was in two minds about, and that's why you're finding it difficult to find closure because it didn't manifest. This relationship, all your hopes and dreams didn't manifest. So I think there was somebody around you who committing to you, Scorpio. I think with the Two of Swords, they might have been in two minds about that. And the root issue for why everything is happening is because of the world. And why is the world the root issue for single Scorpios? Because of the Fool card in the reverse, okay? So I think the reason why everything happening is that this relationship came to an end of a cycle because somebody didn't want to commit. Somebody was cautious. Whether Fool is in the upright or in the reverse, can often show commitment, folks. So I think that why everything is happening is because this relationship came to an end. And I think it's because somebody was cautious. Somebody simply didn't want to commit. And as a result of that, you're finding it difficult to find closure because this relationship, this situation didn't manifest in the way that you wanted it to do. It failed with the Star in the reverse. And what was influencing this energy here is that this commitment, the potential for this commitment, I think somebody was at a little bit of a mental crossroads with this situation. Now, in the recent past, you guys have experienced the Magician. Why has single Scorpios experienced the Magician in the recent past? The Moon. So it might be that you've experienced somebody who's quite two-faced. I think you've met someone in the recent past, some of you guys. When you get the Magician in the Moon, it can be that somebody's quite two-faced in a relationship. Somebody shows one face, but then shows another. But I don't actually think this is the recent past. I think this card is around this one. So I think that there was the ending of a cycle in this relationship in which somebody was cautious. They didn't really want to take a leap of faith. And around that, it might be that you experienced somebody who was two-faced. So it might be that this person disappeared. It might be that they ghosted you, I think, with these energies here. It feels like they ghosted you because the Magician shows and the Magician and the Moon conceal. So this person's only showing a part of who they are. So I think that you experienced somebody who only showed you a part of who they were because they actually didn't want to commit to this relationship. And your challenge is this Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins being that there could have been potential with the commitment, but this person was in two minds, and I think they were only showing you a part of who they were. I think they were being two-faced with you because the root issue is all about ending of a cycle because this person didn't want to commit. Now, the most likely outcome will be the Five of Cups in the reverse. And why is the most likely outcome going to be the Five of Cups in the reverse? There you go, Eight of Swords. You're releasing yourself from this mental blockage with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Coming in, you're going to experience the Four of Coins reversed. And why will single Scorpios experience the Four of Coins in the reverse? There you go, because there could be a new relationship coming in for some of you guys. You might be connecting with somebody else here. You've got the Two of Cups, which will explain why we've got this express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. It doesn't mean tell the person that you love them, because I think it's going to be a new relationship, a new connection that you've got here with the Two of Cups energy showing here. And coming in, though, you won't be looking to build anything too soon with the Three of Coins. And why the Three of Coins in the reverse coming in for this new relationship for Scorpios? Why is the Three of Coins reversed as an influence coming in for this new relationship for Scorpios? Right, so this might be somebody that you don't feel a connection with. I think it might be a short-lived thing with this individual. I think it might be that you're just either communicating with this person here with the Two of Cups. So this is going to help you to offload more of this energy showing up here. More of this energy showing up here. And I think that, you know, with this Two of Cups, what it's saying is that you're going to be letting go of this person even more with the Four of Coins as soon as you start connecting with somebody else. But I don't think you'll be looking to improve or work on this relationship with the Three of Coins or developing it in a serious way. I think with the Five of Coins, there's maybe, a lack of a spiritual foundation you feel with, or a spiritual connection that you're actually going to feel with this person. But I think that you'll enjoy talking to them, but I don't think you'll enjoy taking it any further. Hopes or fears of the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And why are hopes or fears the Nine of Swords in the reverse for the single Scorpios? Because of the Page of Cups in the reverse. So I think that you're hoping to get over. I think that your hopes are to heal from this relationship. And it's with the Page of Cups in the reverse, it's all to do with somebody who was emotionally unavailable. All right, and I think that this is to do with the person that possibly hurt some of you, Scorpio. So it's really hoping to heal from the Page of Cups in the reverse, from somebody who left you, from somebody who probably went very silent on you. And I'm seeing that with this Magician and the Moon energy in that world and the Fool in the reverse. The outcome shows the Nine of Cups. And why is the outcome the Nine of Cups for single Scorpios? Why is the outcome the Nine of Cups for single Scorpios? There you go, Nine of Wands in the reverse. You've given up on the situation here, but you're happy to give up on the situation, not to give it another try, but it's not this person here, it's the new person. I know it sounds complicated, but you've got somebody old around you who you found it difficult to find closure with and I think that somebody new comes in and helps you finally get that closure, but really the universe is just sending them in because they know that you're at that point now where you really have given up on that person. But I think the second person now that's coming in June, for some of you single Scorpios, this isn't someone that you're going to be taking anything further with, because the Nine of Wands in the reverse often means you're not going to be holding on in there, you're not going to be trying to make this relationship work, because it's the card about giving something another chance and to holding out and to trying to gain some form of success through hard work and trial. But here with the Nine of Wands, it's like, you know what, actually, I don't think I am. I think you're happy with this number 9 of Cups, with the 9 of Cups, just to give up on this situation with whoever this 2 of Cups person is. I'm just going to see if we can find out who is this person that Scorpio is going to meet with the 2 of Cups. Can you show me any more information on who this person will be that Scorpio is going to meet? It's an Empress. So, for some of you men, it'll be, if you're heterosexual, it'll be somebody who's very beautiful, who's, very curvaceous, who's very warm, who's very loving. But just because somebody's very warm, very loving, very beautiful, it doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily want to build a relationship with them. If you're a woman, it could be somebody who's very, very nurturing. They've got all the qualities that an Empress would have. Somebody who's very lovely, very kind, very sweet-natured, very helpful, very supportive. But I think that you won't want to, influence is coming in, not building a relationship with this individual, because there seems to be some form of spiritual connection, or there's not enough groundedness within the relationship showing here. Hopes are to overcome worries about this relationship, to heal because of the Page of Cups energy. But I don't think it's this person here. I think it's this energy here that you're looking at, the person from the previous time. Because I think you really did want to build something. You did. I mean, you've got the Star in the reverse here, single Scorpios, and you found it difficult to find closure. And the hope would be to heal from that, because this person probably ghosted you with the Page of Cups being in the reverse. And from this situation here, the outcome will be the Nine of Cups, happy just to release this situation. Because I think that this person comes in as a distraction, because the universe knows that you're on your way to healing. We're going to quickly get this reading again. So for you single Scorpios, what I'm seeing is the Chariot. You guys are trying to move forward with this Chariot energy. You do have a few challenges that you're trying to put into order here. I think it's with this, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it's to do with your feelings. So some of you guys might have been feeling a great deal of resentment with that Queen of Cups in the reverse, a great deal of hurt with the Queen of Cups in the reverse showing here. And I think that you guys have been trying to manage this, because the Chariot is all about managing. So I think that you guys, as the Chariot, showing as the Chariot, you've been trying to manage your deep hurt with this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys are feeling a great deal of hurt concerning what somebody did to you, and I think you've been trying to manage this in the month of June 2018. Now, as a result of that, you might find it difficult, because the energy around you as a result of these energies here is that you're finding it difficult to find closure on the situation, a situation in which didn't manifest your highest desires. So you're finding it difficult to find closure on a situation that didn't manifest your highest desires, with the star energy showing in the reverse. And the root cause of all of this is that there was an ending of a cycle, with the world energy showing here, over somebody who didn't want to commit, somebody who was very, very cautious. And I could probably look at that and say that, you know, you suddenly realised, or you came to realisation with that world energy, because this is all about learning a lesson. So the root cause could be that you've learnt the lesson that this person possibly was being very cautious with you. They didn't want to take a risk on the relationship. And I think around that, what you've experienced and what you've come to realise is that this person was a magician in the moon. This person was very two-faced. This person was showing you one thing, but deep inside they were probably hiding something else. And I think that, you know, the influences are that there was a commitment around this situation. It was all about a commitment with the Ace of Coins, in which somebody was undecided, or somebody was in two minds. And that's why, because they were being two-faced and showing you one thing but then doing something else, I think that this is why, as a result of that, you found it very difficult to find closure on this situation, because your highest desires didn't manifest. And the root cause also being from that is because this world, you've come to a sense of a realisation. You learnt the lesson that this person was simply being very, very cautious, and they didn't have the intention to take a risk or a gamble on this relationship. The most likely outcome will be that with the Five of Cups in the reverse, you're going to heal from this situation here. As with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, you know, you're going to release this mental blockage that you have around this individual, because coming in, you guys will be letting go of this situation with the Four of Coins in the reverse, when you have a new relationship with an Empress. For you males, very beautiful, very lovely, very curvaceous, gorgeous woman. For you female, that's if you're heterosexual. For you females, then this could be the same thing if you're lesbian. If you are heterosexual female, it's a person that shows all the qualities of an Empress, a nurturing, loving, sweet, kind man. But however, I don't think that you guys, influences coming in, is that I don't see you guys working on this relationship with this person, because there's not enough of a stable grounding with this person with the Five of Coins. Also not enough of a spiritual foundation for the both of you, spiritual connection. I think the hope would be to heal from this person, the Page of Cups in the reverse, that ghosted you. And I think that it would be this Magician and the Moon. The overall outcome will be the Nine of Cups, feeling really happy, because with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, not only have you given up on the situation with this person that you found it difficult to find closure with, but also you find it easy probably to walk away from this situation here. So it's really good for you in the month of June 2018. You're finally breaking the bell. Usually what happens when you find yourself breaking through an obstacle, Scorpio, in terms of love, especially when someone's hurt you, what you will usually find, single Scorpios, is the universe does send in other things to you, and it's really just to kind of make sure that that other thing is completely cut down. But this is just opening up the way and the path for other relationships to come in, I think, in the future. Beautiful reading. And express your love is the advice. It says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So just go ahead and have some fun. For some of you single Scorpios, it won't do any harm. I don't think that there's any interest here with somebody that's coming in. I think you'll have a good time, but there's not really any interest going on there. But it's going to allow now the doors to open for other stuff. Alright, that's your love reading for singles and Scorpios for June 2018. I would like to say thanks ever so much for choosing Carol's Universe, and I will speak to you guys next month, well, mid-month, on your bonus reading. Take care. Bye-bye.